Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are gonna have a little story time. I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit about my week, you know, living my mummy life. Well, this week was Cairo's 16-week injection.
Oh, Keanu or Michaela. Michaela.
So this is the third set of injections, and I think you get 3 injections at this time, a 6-in-1 and 2 other injections. And so sorry if I keep looking down, it's because he's sleeping and the baby monitor is right here. It was a joke. So I get down to the doctor's now. We're early, appointment ready for our appointment. The appointment starts and we have this nurse. We had her before, we had her last time, and she is just the slowest nurse you could ever meet. I swear, like, she's very thorough, don't get it twisted. She showed me every single injection and showed me the expiry date and made sure it was all in date so that I knew that she was giving my son the right things, which I guess is really good. But I am one of them anxious mummies. I hate injections. I hate having to take him for injections. So I just wanted to be in and out.
I gotta go. You know what I mean? I gotta go. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here, man. I gotta go. I gotta go.
I remember in the first injection, the lady was like, talk to him and let him know that you're there. And oh gosh, is he waking up? Give me a second, guys. He's still awake, but he's lying down. So hopefully he's gonna stay there. But we'll see, because I'm not sure if he's ready to wake up yet. He hasn't been sleeping that long. So yeah, the lady was telling me to talk to him and let him know, let him hear a familiar voice. And I just felt like I wanted to not even be here. I don't even want him to know. I don't want him to think, oh, why would she bring me here to do this? I don't want him to know I'm even in the room, let alone talk to him. So I did what she said anyway, because, you know, I didn't want to be the bad mommy that didn't say anything and just let her child just get stuck with a needle. So I tried to reassure him. He cried, but the first ones was fine. Second ones was all right. We got through it. There was no real problems. Okay, so this one now, we get there and I'm like, okay, can I breastfeed while you're doing it? Because I'm thinking, you know, the magic boob will keep him quiet. So I start breastfeeding him right before she starts, and then she pulls out the injections. As I said, she was taking her good time. So like, he's feeding and I'm like, come on. He's gonna finish feeding before you even get this thing in him. And then she's like, okay, she's gonna do 2 in one thigh and 1 in the other. So I'm like, okay. So I think his left thigh was facing her and she's like, okay, I'm gonna do 1 in this thigh. Why are you gonna do 1 in that thigh when he is already facing that way? Do 2 in that thigh and then 1 in the other, because I've already got this boob out. He's already here, he's already feeding, let's go. But no, she did 1 in that leg and then he went absolutely crazy. He didn't want the breast anymore anyway. Turned him round, another 1 and another 1, and it was just so slow. And I was just like, oh my God. Okay, so it's done now. And I'm trying to hush him. I'm trying to put his legs in the baby grow because he is going crazy and I know that he is tired anyway, so he's gonna fall asleep. So I don't really want to hug him and let him fall asleep with his legs out. So I'm trying to put his legs in. She's like, hug him, hug the baby, hug the baby. And I'm like, just let me just get his legs in. But managed to get his legs in and then picked him up, hugged him. And then she's like to me, so what sticker do you think he'll like? And I'm like, what sticker do I think he'll like? He is 4 months old. Why don't you ask him what sticker he's gonna like? Because I don't know what sticker he's gonna like.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Let me just pick a sticker. So I picked the sticker and she put it on his book. And she was like, oh, it's a lovely sticker, isn't it? And I'm just like, it's a sticker. Yeah, you've just stuck my baby with the needle and you could have did it a bit quicker. So the next part of my injection story was the night time. So as the day's going on, this injection, I forgot to say, is supposed to give you a fever. And so as the night goes on, I can feel that he's starting to get warm, but I've given him Calpol. I gave him Calpol just before the injection, like an hour before the injection. And then I gave him a dose every, I think it's 4 hours after. And that's what they say to do, or to keep him kind of, to keep the fever away. And when you finish the dose, hopefully he shouldn't have a fever by that point anymore. And so I did that, and it got to, I think, about 10:30, and should have given him the dose at 9:30, but he was sleeping, so I didn't want to wake him up. So at 10:30, when he woke up for a feed, I gave him the dose of Calpol and fed him, and I could feel that he was hot. So I was like, okay, he's got a fever, but the Calpol will bring it down. And so we went to sleep, and then woke up probably about 4 in the morning. And I could feel he was still a bit warm, but put him back down, went back to sleep. And then 5 in the morning, woke up and he had a fever. And so I basically got the thermometer, checked his temperature, and it was 38.2. So at this point, you're only supposed to give him 4 doses of Calpol in 24 hours, and I've given him the 4 doses. So I'm like, okay, what do I do? So I phoned the 111, the non-emergency number, to try and get some advice from a doctor about what to do, because I wasn't sure where to go from there. And because of his age, they were like, oh, you're going to need to take him into A&E. That doctor was also very slow, actually. It's really funny. I just feel like I got every slow member of the NHS. He was just going on and on and on. Like, he was like, yep, you need to take him to the emergency room. Oh, but wait 1 second. Let me just tell you this. And oh, but sorry, let me call you back. And 1 second. And it was just like, oh my God, can we just go if I need to go? Because he's already kind of given me a little bit of anxiety, because he's phoned me 4 times and told me to take him to the emergency room. So I'm like, okay, is this serious? So he said that I should give him a dose of Calpol before I went, and then take him straight in. And then when I get there, they'll give me some advice on what to do further. And so took him into the hospital, and literally it was, I told you, the slowest day. Thank God for the NHS. I'm not even being disrespectful, but I swear to God, it just moves so slow. And so we got to the hospital, and we're the only people in. That's never happened to me before. I've gone into the children's department, and I look around and there is nobody else there. So as I walk in, the nurse that they normally like see you first, she's like, oh, come straight through. And I'm like, oh my God, this is moving quick. Like, this is quicker than anyone that I've dealt with today. And so I go straight into the nurse's office, and she checks his weight. She checks him over. She asks me what's wrong with him. And then, oh, I think he's gonna wake up, guys. Yeah, okay, let me grab him. Okay, he is here, but yeah, he's feeding, so you guys aren't going to be able to see him right now. But say happy 4-month day, Kairo. But yes, so I went to see the nurse. The nurse was really, really fast. She asked me what was wrong with him. She weighed him, checked him over, and then she was like, okay, you're going to have to go sit back in the reception until a doctor calls you through. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm sitting out there, and then I see like there's like a little clock, a display thing on the side, and it says 0 patients waiting for majors, 0 patients waiting for minors, and then it goes to 1 patient waiting for minors, which I'm assuming was us. Then the time goes like from 0, like no waiting time, to 20 minutes. Then it goes to 30 minutes. Then it goes to 40 minutes. Then it goes to 1 hour and 3 minutes wait when we're the only people there. And I'm like, are you guys kidding me? So we sat there for probably about half an hour, 40 minutes. And then we get called through to see another nurse. She checks him over. She says, oh, okay, cool. Go back outside and wait for the doctor. And I'm like, didn't we do this already? But okay. So go back outside and waiting for the doctor. And then we get to the doctor, and he's like, oh, okay, so when babies have a fever, it's usually for a reason. And since we know the reason is his jabs, we are just going to basically tell you to give him some more Calpol or give him ibuprofen. And yeah, unless he is lethargic or you're unable to wake him up or any of those kind of things, then he should be fine. So basically, if any of those things happen, then bring him back. Other than that, you can take him home. I'm like, okay, thank you. What a long time to hear that, but thank you. Yeah. So basically everything was well. The injections, we went home. The Calpol wore off. I gave him one more dose, and then after that his fever went away. And yeah, that was the first time my baby ever had any signs of being sick or anything. It was his first temperature. He hasn't even had a cold yet. So I just want to know what you guys think of the whole immunizations thing, because I'm kind of half and half. I'm like, when you're for it, you have to get it, and then you have to kind of watch your baby go through this stuff. But then if you don't get it, it's like, oh well, what if something happens to my child? Am I going to be able to forgive myself? I think it's just such a difficult decision to make. So let me know what you guys' thoughts are on the injections, and I will see you again on my next video. Thanks guys for watching. Please like and subscribe, share if you care, and hit the bell for notifications. Thank you for watching.